There we go. Aburu, Aboye, Aboshishe, Ekuoshe, Ifa, Egbe, Akika Shege, Oshun, Ore Yo, Eshu, Ori, Orihu, and Olofin. May all the divinities support us, and may we avoid contention with the EIME. I hope everybody is doing well. Just trying to get everything together. I hope everybody's doing well. Oluwo Latona Ifa Bileke. Join us on Patreon at Iadudu World Academy. Shop with us at Iadudu Botanica on Etsy for cola nut and other materials. Come check us out at 2028 Woodland Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina. So Egungun asked us, right? It says the energy that we are in, right? This balanced energy, right? With Ijefe. Egungun says that we will receive success and elevation. We are in the midst of success and elevation. So sometimes we have to understand the energy that we're in, right? We have to understand where we're at so we know how to move accordingly. The ancestors said we're in the midst of success and elevation. And ask us to remember that as we move through the next 5 days, and it is through this success and elevation, right? This energy that we're already in, that we shall have victory over adversary. So, in the Odu Okanran D, right? Okanran D says, strong and turgid do we meet Olu. Strong and turgid do we meet Osin. The fire burning the palm frond is fierce and intense. Ifa's message for Orunmila when he was in the midst of enemies. He was advised to offer a bow. He complied. Here comes the rooster with its comb. Ifa has got hold of the enemy. Here comes the rooster with its comb. So how does that help us to success and elevation? Right? It's these things, right? Sometimes we are our own enemy. Sometimes our outdated lifestyle beliefs, right? Our traumas, our triggers, right? Those outdated ideology, right? Those past relationships, those past experiences, today they may not serve us. Today the ancestors tell us that in order for us to move forward, right? That we have to remove those things, right? This is the enemy. Sometimes we're our own enemy. Sometimes we're our own enemy. Mistrust from one relationship brought into another, right, can destroy the relationship. That's all you. Your desire for wealth, right, in a lack mentality, right, can have you chasing things that you should not chase. Self-destruction. This Odu Ifa asks us, our ancestors ask us, right? It tells us that because we're where we're at, because we have knowledge of the ancestors, because we have our Ifa, because we have our destiny, because we have our yearly, because we've made sacrifice, this is the thing that will bring us success and elevation. This is the thing that will help us to have victory over ourselves. But we have to do the work. The ancestors tell us, right, with Okanran D, I'm sorry, strong and turgid do we meet Olu. So this is pride. Olu, right, we know is the head. It can be hero. It can be these different meanings, right? But strong and turgid, right? Too strong, right? And too bloated, too full of ourselves, right? Do we meet the elder? How does that pertain to us, Baba? How it pertains to us is that when we meet our destiny, right? We can be too strong, right? And we can be too inflated. We can be too self-assured. We can be too out of alignment. And strong and turgid do we meet Osin, the vulture, right? So we make offering, right? So sometimes it is that strength, that certainty that we need to make the sacrifice. What are the things that we need to give up? It's clear that it's something from the verse. It talks about the fire is burning the palm frond. The fire that is burning the palm frond is fierce and intense. Torment, right? We're being tormented sometimes because of our decisions. It's burning up our destiny. It's burning up our blessing. This is Ifa's message to Orunmila when he was in the midst of enemies. He was in the midst of enemies, right? So sometimes we are, like I said, we are our own enemy. Our ego, right? Pride, right? All those things from the past that we try to take to present day, right? They undo us. We have to be willing to change. The Ifa tells us that when we change, right, the ancestors support us in this. When we change, there's victory. Right, here comes a rooster with this giant cone. Ifa has gotten hold of the enemy. Our destiny has gotten hold of those things that we need to change. Ashe. Ifa says with Suru, right, with Suru we have longevity. With patience, we will have longevity because it's like we say, Aiku Bale Oro. With longevity, you have everything. But if Suru is the thing that will help us have longevity, then with longevity, we should have everything. We should have all irregular life. But where we may lack in Suru, where we lack in patience, right? Like we get fed up with stuff, right? We have to think and wait for those blessings to materialize. Sometimes we need the blessing right away. Our destiny says that we shall have all our blessings. A part of maintaining those blessings, a part of keeping those blessings, helping those blessings to not only materialize but to actualize is patience. We're in Nigeria, and my sister said that without patience, right, the person will have the blessing in the morning and destroy it at night. Let us be content with what our destiny has given us. Let us exercise patience, right, in the pursuit of those other blessings that we don't have. With patience, we have clarity. We should not doubt. We should continue to move forward, right, and accumulate our blessing. We shall nurture it. So, being at odds with oneself, being at odds with one's destiny, right? Being surrounded by the enemy. Sometimes we are the enemy to our destiny. Pain, fear, doubt, uncertainty, jealousy, hate, envy, showing avarice. These things that will destroy our destiny. So, no one's perfect. I would like to even be, I like to think sometimes that I behave perfectly in a situation. It's not true, right? Something that we discuss with the Awo, something that we discuss with the Onwawo, something that we discuss with the Ianifa, something that we discuss with clients, right, is that there are two sides in the truth. We should all behave differently. What can we do, right, to have a different outcome. One is we must be in alignment with destiny. We must work on the things that we need to work on. The ancestors support us. The ancestors tell us that we have it in us. The ancestors are counting on us. Our destiny is relying upon our ability to change. This is when we need to be strong. This is where we need to be turgid, full of ourselves. When it comes to change, changing things for the better. If not, the anger, right? The fire, the torment, the challenges, the consequences of our actions, the repercussions, right, will burn up our destiny, will burn up our blessings. So we know that palm fronds, right, they're used for an initiation, right? They're used to adorn our Ogun shrines and things like that, right? We utilize that. So if the palm fronds are burning up, then we're burning up our blessings that was given to us by our initiation. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Sometimes we move without humility. Sometimes we move without respect. This Ifa says, if we can overcome those challenges that we pose for ourselves, we will be crowned. It is the rooster when it crows that chases away death. So may we continue to have our blessing. May we continue to move forward in progress. May we be strong and turgid when it comes to offering the sacrifice, even if it's the sacrifice of one's character. If it is showing humility, giving respect to one's destiny, one's elders, one's spouse, one's children, one's co-worker. Let us continue to move forward and remove the obstacles that lie inside of us so that we may express clearly who we are to the outside. Let us move patiently in our destiny and have all erased. Ashe,